Hello again gamers, Liam from Gaming Master Race here, and welcome to the gaming pickups video for June. So I've got some regular pickups that I did, and I've got some special kind of trade pickups that I've got from someone within the YouTube community. So let's start off with the traditional pickups that I've got. Really trying not to say so I was just about to say that I may pause when I'm trying to speak, and that's because I'm not trying to say but I've already cocked that one up. So anyway, let's start. The first game I'm going to do in a specific order. First game on the list is Mass Effect Legendary Edition. So I was recommended this. Now I've always had Mass Effect 1, 2 and 3 on PC, and I've tried playing Mass Effect 1, and I just could not get into it at all. I always got as far as the Citadel when you first got into the Citadel, and just kind of gave up because the Citadel was just such a huge place and there was so much to take in that eventually I just kind of, I tried learning it all and I just could not get hooked. But I was playing it on PC and I thought, well, you know what, look, so many people have recommended this to me, and Katie from the XGen podcast that I do on a not semi-regular basis, she absolutely loves Mass Effect. So I picked it up again. I thought I'm going to give this another go, and I'm really going to give it a try. And I absolutely love this game now. I'm on Mass Effect 2, and I cannot wait to go back and play more. I smashed out the first game. I continued off with the second game, and it's so cool because all the decisions you make in the first game, they carry over to the second game as well. So the second game will remember your choices from the first, as is the third to the second, and even to the first. It's absolutely crazy, and it's such a great mechanic within the game, and absolutely loving the story, loving the cast of characters. And yeah, this is such a must buy for anybody. If you've got some time to, for example, they are heavy games. The first game took me about 37 hours to complete, and I think the second game is going to possibly take me more. Anyway, this game cost me $54.99 because I bought it brand new and I got it from Argos. So that's the first of this month's pickups. Second pickup, we're going to go on to the NES, and it's a bit of a strange one, this one, because it's a very weird looking cart. And the reason why it's a weird looking cart is because everybody may know it's Japanese, and it's my first Japanese NES game. Thanks to the analog NT Mini Noir that I've got, it allows me to play these games on it. It's very, very simple. It's got two cartridge slots, as you may have seen from the pickups video. You've got the NES slot and then the Famicom slot. And yeah, I've got the little arcade cabinet for Mappy, and I thought, well, I wanted to own the actual NES version, and I'm really pleased that I did. This one only cost me £7.58 from a private seller on eBay, and it's a great little game. Really, really catchy tune when you're playing the game as well. And yeah, it's a good one for a high score challenge as well, because it's a classic arcade style game. Okay, so now Super Nintendo. Got a strange one again, bit of a weird one. I've got Wheel of Fortune Deluxe Edition. Why did I buy a Wheel of Fortune Deluxe Edition? So another YouTuber named by Cassandra, I believe that's her YouTube channel. I'm so sorry if I've not got it all right, but I think I may have got it right, I'm not sure. So she's been playing not Mass Effect, Wheel of Fortune on the Nintendo Switch, and I remembered the Super Nintendo having a version. So I looked on eBay and managed to pick this one up for £2.91. It did get imported from Canada, so it was just slightly cheaper. So many times I'm failing this miserably. Anyway, it's a great little game. You can kind of, it's because it's American, some of the phrases and some of the TV shows I may not necessarily get, but it's still good fun to play. I ended up buying the version that Cassandra has been playing on the PlayStation 4, so that's also really awesome. But I've got that digitally, not physically, so that's why it's not actually going to be included on this list, because I do not count digitally bought games as part of a collection. Sorry, but that's just how I am. It has to be physical. So now we go on to okay, so we've got some two Mega Drive games just to show you this month. Two Mega Drive games that I've picked up traditionally this month. So the first one is Hellfire, and it's a Japanese version of Hellfire. This is a side-scroller type game. I've played it once or twice, and once before recapturing the footage, and once again when I've captured the footage. And Yeah, it's just your typical kind of side-scrolling kind of shoot 'em up, really. I can't quite remember the term for it, but you know, it's an okay little arcadey game. I'm terrible at them, so you know, I can't really say a great deal about it. I actually didn't pay for this because this was given to me again by my father-in-law, because he found some more games and he gave this one to me. So really happy with that, to have it in the collection. I'll probably try and play it a little bit more, despite the fact that I am terrible at them games. Next one, again, it's another gift from the father-in-law, and it's Super Masters, which is a golf game. Again, I honestly, because it's in Japanese, I have no idea what I'm doing. So unlike a game like Mappy, which is, despite the fact that it's a Famicom game and it's in Japanese, it's a Japanese region, that's all in English. This is not at all. So I have no idea what I'm doing. I know that I can select a club, but when reading the greens and all that, I couldn't really get the hang of it. But it's no PGA Tour, but it's still a great little game. So yeah, it's good to have in the collection again. And again, thank you very much to Bernie, the father-in-law, for that one, because it means a lot to add these kind of things to the collection. They're very unique, these Japanese type games. I'm not sure if there was a PAL release of this game, so nice. Okay. So now we're moving on to one other system, and there's a lot to go through with these, and this is all Sega Master System stuff now. And I've got Ollie to thank for this, because he and Andy as well. So Ollie, 8-Bit Boy UK, and Andy Zanoni Revived. They are very big Master System people, Master System gamers, and they both got me to buy loads more because of the Master System challenges and such. So first off, it's Double Dragon. So this. Unfortunately, the case is a bit dirty. I'm not sure if you can quite see that there, but there you go. It's quite dirty. I knew that when I bought it, but I just wanted a copy. The instruction manual, it's not in the best condition, but it's there, and that's all I really care about. And I bought this game in time. Do you know what? I was looking for games that I had a feeling that Ollie would choose for the Master System challenge, and I just happened to pick Double Dragon up, and then he mentioned that it was actually going to be a Master System challenge, so I was absolutely stoked about that. So Master System Double Dragon cost me £12.99, but it's totally worth it, because Double Dragon is a great game no matter what system it's on, so happy to pick that one up. Next up, we've got Putt and Putter. So I was looking through some Master System games, like one of those videos, again from the Virtual Game Library, which is a YouTube channel, by the way, which I'm sure I've mentioned in the past. And this game popped up because it goes through all of the Master System games in existence. This game popped up, and it really gave me a kind of zany golf kind of vibe to it. So I just had to have it. I love these type of games, really quirky, and this is in superb condition. This here, I don't know if you can quite see that there, but the instruction manual is There's a little thing behind the instruction manual as well. But the instruction manual is absolutely immaculate. Really, really, really pleased with the condition of that, despite the fact that it has just flopped onto the floor like a motherfucker. But the cartridge is in superb condition as well, and all round this is in absolutely immaculate condition. I'm amazed the condition of this. So Putt and Putter actually set me back £9.95. Again, all of these prices are not including delivery, and this was also from a private seller. Moving on, we got Rescue Mission on the Master System, and with this one I fucked up, quite frankly. So I bought it and didn't realise that it's a light phaser game, and I do not own a CRT television, so I bought it, tried playing it, and thought, what the fuck is going on? I can't play this, and realised that I was pressing I think button 1 on the Master System controller, and the screen was flashing, giving me an epileptic fit. And it turned out it was a light phaser game, so pretty gutted about that, considering the fact that I did actually pay Rescue Mission. I paid £7.48 for that, so yeah, a little bit pissed off, but that is what it is. That's my own fault for not doing my research, but again, it still adds an extra game to the collection, so can't really complain. It's in pretty decent condition. The instruction manual's in good nick, and the cartridge is in good condition too, so yeah, I don't know what to do with that. I did actually offer this as a swap as well. Actually, I kind of mentioned it, but the person that I swapped with, who I'll speak about soon, said that he already had this. So, of course, you know, it's probably a very common game. So next up, we've got Action Fighter on the Sega Master System. Again, these are all Master System games. The next one, I don't know why I keep saying it's for the Sega Master System. Again, from a private seller, Action Fighter. This one set me back £2.50, whopping £2.50. You know, I love the description on the back of the game as well, where it says, take the motorcycle from Hang On and equip it with high-tech weaponry. How cool is that? You know, straight away when I read that and I opened it up, I was like, yeah, this game sounds awesome. And I played it, and yeah, it was really cool. Like, really good little arcade feel to it. And the instruction manual has got what looks to be scribble and shit on it there. Maybe someone used it to wipe their ass, I'm not sure. So yeah, that's in okay condition apart from the scribble and the shit, and the cartridge is in fine condition. So yeah, happy with that. You know, it's good, really good little game. Happy to have that. It's probably not shit, I'm not going to smell it, but you know, happy to have that in the collection. Again, a nice little bonus. My Master System collection is now building up. I'm getting quite happy with it, and I'm not done yet, that's for sure. Next up, we've got Rampart. As of filming this video, I haven't played it, so I'm going to be playing this when I record it, so I can't describe what type of game it is. I think, looking by it, it's kind of like a strategy type game. Strategy puzzle game with dynamic action and medieval destruction. Okay, so it kind of strikes me of maybe like a Civilization-y type of game. I'm not really too sure. It says on the back here, don't know if you can read that, part of pack. It says part of pack, not to be sold separately, if my finger wasn't in the way. So not really too sure if this was part of like if this came included with a Master System or something. But yeah, again, yeah, this is I'm kind of looking at these for only the second time, so I kind of forget what kind of condition they're in. And the instruction manual again is in superb condition. Really happy with that. And the cartridge is fine. So happy with that one. And Rampart set me back £3.70. So can't really argue that at all. Oh, excuse me. Had a chili. Basketball Nightmare is next. So again, I was watching this virtual gaming library on YouTube and looking at these Master System games, and this one really kind of jumped out at me, you know, no pun intended, with it being basketball. But it was, you know, you had your standard kind of like 2D side on basketball game, and then all of a sudden you'd have these cutscenes where if you go to do a slam dunk, there's just like this cutscene, and it's like, you know, the graphics on this cutscene are really good, and I'm just thinking, oh, this looks awesome. And so I thought I'd give it a go, and I'm just bloody terrible at it. You know, I have no idea what I'm doing. I get the ball, and I don't know how to even attempt to slam dunk. It would help if I read the instructions, which are, oh, the Sega sticker's just falling off the side there. Let's just stick that back on. Or not. You know what? I'll stick that on the inside there. The instructions are in the game. You know, I do tend to mostly go for completed games. So yeah, it's all there, and I'll give it another go. But yeah, graphically, I'm so impressed with it. You know, I keep saying it that you know, the more I learn about the Master System and the more I play, I'm just more and more impressed by how well this 8-bit system performs. So cool. So Basketball Nightmare was from a private seller and set me back £10.49. But again, because I was so impressed with it from watching that video, I just had to buy it regardless of cost. So next up we've got Taito, Chase HQ, or just Chase HQ, Chase HQ even, sorry, you know, not Taito, I mean Taito's the developer, but yeah, you know, again, so Chase HQ is an arcade game that I absolutely love. It's one of my favourite arcade games back in the day, and I remember kind of seeing it, and I don't remember where I see it. I think it may have probably been in like some seaside town or something like that, but I always remember this game. And it always used to, you know, before the world of the internet and emulation and etc., I always used to kind of talk to my friends about it. Do you remember that game where it was like cops and robbers? You'd be in a car and you'd have the little siren on top. Do you know what? Just remembered, I'm pretty sure they had this in a place called the Romside Club, which was in Romford, where my families used to go. I'm pretty sure they had the arcade version of this in there. And yeah, you know, you can't pick this up on any other system pretty much, as far as I'm aware, other than like maybe the Master System, or maybe, you know, I don't know if it's on the Atari ST or the Amiga or something like that, but like on home consoles, I'm pretty sure that in the UK this is probably the only version that you can get, because the Super Nintendo version and Super Chase HQ, I think, which is on the Mega Drive, certainly are not available. you have to import them, and I think they go for quite a high price as well. So anyway, blabbering on. The instruction manual is missing the front, unfortunately, but there is, the most important parts are there, which is the, how to play the game, and the cartridge itself is in pretty good nick. There's no scrapes or tears or anything like that. So happy, really happy to have got that in the collection. And Chase HQ set me back £10.50. Again, I really don't care about how much I kind of paid for this, because it was just so worth it. It's just such a great game. And I realise now that I'm kind of this video is dragging on, so I've got a little timer going. I try to speed things up to make it just a bit more digestible, because I know how hard it is to watch like a 25-minute video about someone just showing off games. So next up we've got Aztec Adventure. The reason why I bought this game is because I saw Andy Zanoni Revived. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, so just let me know, Andy, if I'm not. Zanoni Revived, I saw him playing this on a video on a Master System Monday, I believe, and it just looks really cool, really interesting. I think I even said that, it looks really interesting when he was playing it. So yeah, I picked this one up. It's got the instruction manuals there, got a slight bit of scuff on the cartridge. I don't know if it's, fuck's sake, the instruction manuals just flopped on the floor again. Oh, they don't hold these very well. These cases, they don't hold the instruction manuals very well. Anywho, so yeah, I'll put that in upside down, but I don't give a fuck anymore. Right, okay, so yeah, Aztec Adventure set me back £10.95, and again, it's just one of those games where I had to have it regardless of the price. So again, happy to have this one and to play it some more, to be perfectly honest with you. It's kind of like a little Zelda clone, so I think that's what I compared it to when I saw Andy playing it. So next up, we've got the Ninja. Oh, have I played this? I've played, as of this video, I have played this. I think I played it a quick go because I think it's like a top-down kind of game, and it kind of reminds me of I guess Mercs or Smash TV. But yeah, it's kind of like you just throw ninja stars and stuff. It's a really cool kind of game. So this one here was again from a private seller, as they all are. And Ninja set me back £4.99. So not really too bad. Can't really go wrong for that. So yeah, happy to have that in the collection. Again, just kind of buying them because seeing them and just picking them up. Next up, we've got Pac-Mania. Bought this one because of the Master System Challenge, and yeah, I didn't own it, and I saw it at a reasonable price. So there's a funny story kind of behind this one as well. So I picked this up for £5. I sent an offer early in the morning and for £5.50, and the seller accepted. So really happy with that, because I absolutely love Pac-Mania, not just on the Master System but on the Sega Mega Drive as well. So I was really impressed with the Master System port. It comes with the instruction manual, which is in good condition, and the cartridge itself, which is also in good condition. So yeah, £5.50, happy to have that one. Next up, we've got an absolute... I'm having an absolute nightmare today. It's still in good condition, and it's an absolute banger. I mean, you're going to absolutely go head over heels for this one. It's Trivial Pursuit Genus Edition, part of a pack only, not to be sold separately, from Domark, of all people, the developers of Marco's Magic Football. So this was a weird one. So I put this in on the Master System just to give it a go. I say the Master System, I mean the Mega SG. So I put this in to give it a go. I do have a Master System. You've seen it on the thingy video anyway, the room tour. Put it in the Mega SG, and I thought, right, okay, I'm going to give this a go, see how good I am at it. So I started playing it, and it asks you the questions, and then it says, did you get it right? So you have to tell the game if you got the question right or wrong. So I'm assuming it just takes the manual kind of labour out of moving the pieces, rather than actually playing against any kind of AI or anything like that, which I guess I can understand, because it's 8-bit, so I can't expect too much. But I just thought it was really bizarre that I actually thought I was going to be playing a game, and in fact I kind of really wasn't. Really weird. But anyway, this one, again, instructions in really good condition, and the cartridge is in really good condition. And to be perfectly honest with you, the price I paid, which was £1.50, can't really complain. It's still there, and I'll probably bust it out one day if I'm playing with some friends, and then we can just admit whether we got it right or wrong. The final game of my pickups for this month is Enduro Racer, and it's kind of obvious, I guess, really, because we've just been playing this on the Master System Challenge, which is still ongoing. And I put this in I bought this before the Master System Challenge was actually announced, and I put this in and absolutely fell in love with this game. It's so cool. A really cool little arcade racer with nice little catchy tunes. And yeah, I mean, there's something about it really, just going over ramps, dodging rocks and other racers and such. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Hang On, but kind of not. In a weird way, like the whole racing against other racers, and the bike as well looks very similar to Hang On. That's where it kind of reminds me of. Obviously, the going over ramps is very, very different. But yeah, it's really, really cool little game. And again, from a private seller, it only cost me £4. So again, I can't really complain about that at all. You know, the instructions are in there and they're in decent condition, and the cartridge itself is in decent nick, and the box, no scuffs, no cracks, no rips. Really happy with that. Right. So now on to the final lot, and let me just throw it all over the room. Nightmare today. So when I did the Master System Challenge for Ms. Pac-Man and Pac-Mania, I did mention in there that I didn't own the games. So Zanoni Revived, Andy Zanoni Revived, reached out to me via Twitter and said, "Hi mate, I know you said that you didn't have these games. I have 2 spares if you want them." And, you know, straight away I'm absolutely gobsmacked. I'm like, you know, he's just going to give them to me. I can't just accept that. I wanted to offer him some money. And I said, look, let me give you something for them. He said, no, honestly, they're just kind of just sitting around and I'll do this kind of thing. So, you know, if you want them, you can have them. So I said, okay, I'll tell you what. I thought, I've actually got a load of duplicates myself from when the father-in-law kind of gifted me all these games. I said, take a look at these and see what you want. And then we ended up doing a kind of trade. So he kind of took some games from me and I've taken some games from him. And what we're going to go through here are the games that Andy has gracefully given to me via this trade. So first off, we've got a Sega card version of Super Tennis. And, you know, I'm so over the moon with this because I've only got one. This is the second Sega card game I've got. And, you know, it's so cool because, I mean, I didn't really know too much about Sega card. And now that I've got the adapters to play it on my Mega SG, you know, I want to kind of collect some more. So I've got My Hero and now I've got Super Tennis. I'm really, really happy with this one as well. So as of this moment, I haven't actually played it, but I will have played it by the time this video goes live on YouTube, because I would have done some game captures, which I'm in the process of doing literally after recording this. I will be playing this. It's so cool. He also gave me the instruction manual with this as well, so I just need the box now. So really, really happy with that. So thanks, Andy, for that one. So 2 other little games here as well that Andy swapped with me or gave to me, and that's Lemmings. So absolutely love Lemmings. You know, it's a great little game. You know, I don't really know what else I can say about Lemmings. Everyone knows Lemmings, so I'm really looking forward to see what the Master System port's like. I've played so many different versions, so not the Master System version. Super Kickoff as well. Now I've played the original Kickoff on the NES, and I've played and got Kickoff 3 European Challenge on the Sega Mega Drive, but I've never played Super Kickoff on the Sega Master System. So I will play this, and looking forward to actually playing it, see what it's like. So we've got a couple of Super Nintendo games as well. So we've got John Madden Football 93. I'm not really a huge fan of NFL games. I do know how to play NFL games, and that was all thanks to NFL Blitz 2000. So I do kind of understand how to play them. I reckon there's going to be quite a few buttons to get used to on this, so the video might be confusing when you're playing it, because again, as of this moment, I haven't actually played it. And also World League Basketball as well. So I don't mind basketball games. They're really cool, and you know, I don't have these in my collection. You know, I love NBA Jam. Basketball Nightmare is a bit of a nightmare, no pun intended, but looking forward to giving this one a go again, and thank you again for these additions to my Super Nintendo collection. So the Sega Mega Drive now, again, all of these are from Andy now, and we've got Green Dog, the Beach Surfer Dude. Now this is a game that has actually been on my wish list for quite some time. I just haven't really pulled the trigger and bought it. This one is the Genesis version, so it's NTSC, and unfortunately it doesn't come with an instruction manual, but again, it's absolutely fine. You know, I'm really, really pleased with it, and you know, I'm looking forward to giving this a go as well, because I think it got quite highly rated. So yeah, really happy with that, Andy. Again, thanks so much for all of these. Absolutely over the moon. You honestly don't understand. Excuse me. So next up, we've got Gauntlet. I love Gauntlet. It's such a tough game, but I discovered Gauntlet on the Xbox Live Arcade on the Xbox 360 when they were releasing, when Xbox Live Arcade was an actual arcade and they were releasing actual arcade games. It was so cool, and Gauntlet was one of these ones that I took a punt with, so I've never played it before and it was so much fun. So looking forward to trying the Master System version as well. It's just, yeah, I didn't even know that this was out on Master System. So next up, we've got Ms. Pac-Man again. So again, Andy said that he had a copy for me, and it started off as Ms. Pac-Man and Pac-Mania. Now the story with Pac-Mania is that he said, "Oh, I've got a spare copy of Ms. Pac-Man and Pac-Mania for you," and I'd already pulled the trigger and bought or sent the seller an offer for Pac-Mania when he offered them to me. So I couldn't really pull out from that on eBay because I didn't really want to risk getting negative feedback. So unfortunately, I couldn't take Pac-Mania off of Andy, but he did still graciously give me Ms. Pac-Man, which I'm really happy with because, again, I did enjoy the game despite the fact that there was some lag with the controller and getting Ms. Pac-Man to go where you wanted it to go. But I still really enjoyed it because I do like Pac-Man. I've got a Pac-Man machine right there. I don't know if that's in shot. Absolutely, I do like Pac-Man, so really, really happy with that. And finally, I've got. He also gave me the Sonic the Hedgehog instruction manual. So I've always had Sonic the Hedgehog, but I've missing the instruction manual. Now I've got a complete copy, so I'm really, really happy with that. It's in such great condition. Andy, you clearly look after all your stuff. So I'm really, really happy with that trade. And I won't tell you what I sent to Andy because I'm sure he'll probably want to tell you that himself. So again, thank you so much for the trade. Honestly, cannot tell you just how grateful I am. So that is it for this month, and take a good, this is it from this room as well, because this will probably be this is going to be the very last game pickup video I do in this room, because this was actually the first gaming pickup video I did in this room. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but anyway, this is the last gaming video, the first and last gaming video, pickup video that I'll do in this very room, because I'm moving in 2 weeks time. So there'll be a new room tour video coming soon as well. Again, to everyone that does watch this video, it really, really means the world to me that you're just at least watching it. Even if you don't like it and you don't subscribe, just to know that some people are at least watching this really means the world to me. And for those people that do like and are subscribed, then thank you so much. I'm 10 away from 100, and when I do get to 100, I'm going to do something, maybe a little giveaway, we'll see. But thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.